Hello and what's up everybody, this is your guy Elijah Geshoro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, tap that subscribe button, but if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry guys for the long silence that I've had. I've been so worked up, I've been very busy, but I'm here to bring you the most exciting content you will ever get on the internet. Now straight on to our topic of today, the legendary YouTuber, the controversial YouTuber, Andrew Kibe has just touched down at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi, Kenya. So Andrew Kibe has been living in the United States for a very long time, for some years now, since the last time I can remember. But now he has made the decision to come to Kenya for a visit and quote unquote something he calls the graduation. So according to the classes he have been having for men and telling them all those things, he's going to have a graduation ceremony, a mock graduation ceremony, and that is why he has come to Kenya. And he was met at the airport by a very large group of digital content creators who were there as late as tonight just to receive him and get an interview from him. However, Andrew Kibe chose to drove off and did not even give a single interview to any of those content creators. So while in Kenya, let us see if he will accept to be interviewed by any of the digital content creators who are going to be on his radar and on his trail for the entire period that he's going to be here in Kenya. And for those who are wondering, why is this guy very famous? Why is this guy followed? Why is this guy the center of media attention? Andrew Kibe's journey began a few years ago, and he came to the limelight mainly because of Kiss FM breakfast show, which he was hosting alongside Kamenegoro. So that is where people got to know really who Andrew Kibe was, because they were hosting that show. They were the talk of town. It was the biggest breakfast show, if not the second biggest breakfast show in Kenya. And that is the point people came to know about Andrew Kibe. The second factor that made him very famous was his vulgar language. Andrew Kibe was very vulgar, very mean, and he's somebody who chose to attack everybody. So the first thing is Kiss FM. That's when we knew about him. The second thing that made us know Andrew Kibe was his vulgar language. And the third thing was attacking celebrities. So Andrew Kibe was a nobody, so to speak. He was somebody we didn't know. And he wanted the fame. He wanted people to know him. So what did he do? Went ahead and attacked every single person who rose to fame in Kenya, particularly in the digital space. He attacked all of them. All of them. You know, from Mungai Eve to Betty to I can't even mention, including Jalango at some point. And people associated him with bitterness, with narcissism and things like that. But remember, the more they talked about him, the more famous he became. The more controversial he became, the more famous and popular he became. And after some time, Andrew Kibe was fired at Kiss FM, and he went now into his own business, which was YouTube. And he flew to the US, where he stayed for some time, and that is where he got even the power to attack these YouTubers, because he was in a land that was far away from home, and he could be able to attack all these celebrities without them reaching up to him. He built his content around that, attacking every single Kenyan that was famous, including Vincent Mboya, Akothe, everybody that might come to your mind. And he also went, we also knew him because of his phrases, puny, lambistic, and all those curses. And after a while, he became famous and all that, and he now started advising men. I guess now the content of insulting people slowly faded. Now he started coaching men, on behaviors, just like Amerix does, making money and things like that. And he created a cult-like following, guys. A cult-like following. According to his own confession, he says that he had over 6 monetized channels, but due to the gross violation of YouTube policies, all his channels went down the drain and they got demonetized, guys. Demonetized and deleted from YouTube. So finally, his attacks on celebrities and insults caught up with him, and that is how he was out of YouTube. His channels got cancelled, his revenues dwindled and things like that. But he had built the brand for a very long time, and he had suicidal supporters, or what we call cult-like supporters, who will follow him at any cost and will not hesitate to even go to a new platform for the sake of following him. And that's exactly what happened. He created the new platform eafrica.com that he posts video nowadays, but also he's back on YouTube. I don't know if he's monetized or not, but he still has a YouTube and he's still doing his thing on eafrica.com. So that is a very short biography about Andrew Kibe, for exactly those people who actually don't know who we are talking about. That is the guy that has landed here in Kenya, and he was whisked away under tight security. He had other escort vehicles that whisked him away, to the sheer disappointment of all the digital content creators who had traveled far and wide to try and get a glimpse and an interview of Andrew Kibe. Well, before he came to Kenya, he landed in Dubai, and that's where he gave a few interviews to some Kenyans, did some yacht parties, and then came to Kenya. And he'll be here for some time. Let us see the reaction of Kenyan celebrities. First, he's now in the territory of the Republic of Kenya. Secondly, I don't know if he'll continue with his verbal tirade against these celebrities. And I guess that's the reason why he also never gave the interview, In fact, KRG the Don had threatened to show up at the airport today to deal with Andrew Kibe physically, because KRG is one person who has been the punching bag for Andrew Kibe, has been somebody who has always been on the receiving end of Andrew Kibe. He has been fodder for Andrew Kibe's channel, and he was ready to deal with him head on. Andrew Kibe, being a fearful man and being somebody who fears for his life and somebody who wants his security, he had a whole contingent of security people and an escort, and he managed to escape the airport, maybe to his hotel room where he has been booked and things like that. So we'll be keeping tabs with him, with his events and where he's going, what he's doing, and whatever, so that we get to see what happens after this. One thing I love about Andrew Kibe, we have said so many negatives, but I love one thing about Andrew Kibe. That man is consistent. I don't know if there is a YouTuber. The YouTube space is a space that is always evolving. It is a space that you don't have to keep your fans waiting, or you should not keep your fans waiting. You must do daily videos, and on a worst case scenario, weekly videos, for you to maintain that fan base. There is so much competition. There are new YouTubers coming up. There are great YouTubers showing up. And one thing I fully admire about Andrew Kibe is that guy, you can beat him on anything but consistency. Every day he used to have a show at 10 p.m. I don't know, from 8 p.m. live show. He used to get content every day. He used to upload even videos, up to 7 videos. I remember at some point he said he uploaded, 32 videos, in a week. Man, guys, if you know the effort one puts in for one video, then you count that this guy can do 32 videos in a week. I think that is something we have to give up to Andrew Kibe. Consistency, hard work, burning the midnight oil, waking up early. These things he has mastered. And I guess this is why he even bought the S550 that he talks about every time. And that is one thing we can borrow from him. Englishmen say that in every cloud there's a silver lining, and truly the silver lining in this whole Andrew Kibe story is his consistency, his ability to dream bigger than his brain or his mind, thinking that he can do things that people don't even know. Who thought he will be a brand just off YouTube? He got fired from Kiss FM and people thought that was the end of Andrew Kibe. But I want to believe, in fact, Kibe made more money through his own channels than even through radio. And that is one thing we gotta give it up to him. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been your guy, Elijah Gishoro. So much sorry for taking your time without posting any single video for the longest time, but I'm back, guys. Thank you for the support. We're hitting 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and we start the year at a very high gear and continue on. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, and share so that you get to be notified anytime I upload a new video. In the meantime, adios and see you in my next